Here's a simple self-test you can do in 30 seconds if you're a woman over 40. Set your waist divided by your height. If that's over 0.5, your health risk drastically increases no matter what the scale says. Welcome to my 3-part series on body metrics you should know as a woman over 40. Now this is your waist to height ratio, another biometric which you can use to determine your metabolic health. Like the others, it's one of the best predictors of heart disease, stroke, diabetes or early mortality. So why is it such a good predictor? It's because it simply measures fat distribution. If you think about it, a taller woman who has a larger waist compared to a smaller woman with a larger waist is going to be more metabolically healthy. Why? Because her waist compared to her height is not as bad as someone being smaller with a large waist. This means they have a lot more visceral fat. Now you already know the harm of visceral fat in this series and the fact that women over 40 are more susceptible of increases in visceral fat. So some more tips on how you can decrease this. One thing you can simply do is forget the scale and just focus on your waist. Focus on decreasing your waist size because, as I said, it's a bigger predictor of poor health. If you focus on your waist circumference rather than the scale, you're more inclined and more motivated to decrease your size. Another thing you should do is focus on mobility and movement. So you should be focusing on moving out periodically throughout the day, especially if you're a high achieving woman over 40, you're very busy. The best thing you can do is structure periodically what times you're going to be dedicating just walking and increasing your step count. Another thing you can do is make sure you have a Mediterranean diet that's been proven to support people with chronic diseases and actually decrease your risk of getting chronic diseases. Now, these are just some simple things which you can start doing from today. So if your waist is more than half the size of your height, this isn't something you should ignore, of course. It's a sign that it's time to change. Now, the good news is if you're a woman over 40, you can absolutely fix this, of course. You just need the right approach based on your own physiology and your own needs. But you can start by taking the right approach by simply liking and following this video for more ways on how you can optimize your health and also build muscle.